G'day, welcome to Goldson's Gold Making Weekly Recap, The War Within, Episode 7. So, in the last week, I'm down 3,084,912 gold. My total gold earned since the launch of the War Within expansion is still currently 0. I have recorded 508 hours of in-game time, which means I have lost on average 19.8k gold per hour. I'm still conducting my weekly patron order knowledge point grind. I spent some gold on WoW tokens to convert some of my army to Cool Tyrann. I managed to level a few more alts up to level 75. But all in all, I had a pretty full-on week as usual. Stay tuned for a more in-depth review on how I tracked my gold and how I spent my time in the game after the intro. G'day truth seekers and confused admirers, Goldson here, showing you a different mindset regarding virtual wealth creation. By setting goals, minimizing the distractions, the power of being focused and consistent. My goal for the War Within is to obtain 100 million gold. Join me on my adventure where I can impart knowledge and important life lessons that has made me the person who I am today. Alright, sweet guys, welcome back. And thanks for that intro message. If you ever watch the intro message and you don't skip it, I do talk about how to look at doing all this stuff differently towards everyone else. And the reason why I really do it is it's to change your mindset. Because really, the mindset I'm trying to teach people within the game environment is the current mindset to have in real life. Because at the moment, in real life, it's so hard to make money. Taxes are increasing. Like the goalpost just keeps going further and further away. So people tend to lose hope. And the only hope they have are like either lottery tickets, playing games and like having success in the game and then not realizing that the real world is actually biting them in the bumhole, which is factually true for 99% of the player base. So even though these videos and that don't seem too exciting and the thumbnail is like, oh, he's losing money, but really what I'm doing is that I'm investing back into myself to have the rewards later on, as opposed to having all the gold up front and then nothing after it's all died down. But I kind of regret a little bit like not taking full advantage of the start of expansion hype, that the gold making potential that people talk about, which I've really only experienced like just now really, because I didn't really do the start of Dragonflight and gold making. I was on the other end. I was doing the the Mythic Plus and the raiding and the guilds and all that stuff. But I kind of see it now, and I can understand the hype in the gold making, and I honestly believe the next time like a big expansion comes out like Midnight, I'll be definitely doing the opposite of what I'm doing now. But I'm still not going to do my long-term thing. I'm just going to delay it maybe 6 weeks and then start doing it, because in hindsight now it would cost a lot cheaper and it'll be a lot more better, but we'll see in time. Alright, so the quick intro is out of the way. Let's go into what I crafted. Alright, so I crafted more spell threads. As you can see, I've made about 500 of them in total. More of the daybreaks, because I honestly believe everyone's gone into the sunset or the dusk thread bolts, and then in turn spell threads. I made some dawn thread linings because apparently I made these this morning actually. Relatively quick to pump out. They don't use as much materials, but I used the craft sim. I scanned the auction house, did a craft sim, and then someone's reset the price of these, which made it the most profitable. Probably not so much now, but like I crafted them anyway, and I put everything on the auction house. So there's actually a lot of this stuff on the auction house, which is probably why my gold's down a fair bit. But that's okay, because we're keeping consistent in recording our gold every week, even though you got to record the ups and the downs. Mostly at the moment, a lot of downs, but you got to do both. You can't just report like, oh, I made this much, or I made this much. Like no one's out there trying to like say, oh, I lost 10 million, 20 million, 3 million. People don't want to admit, because they think in their mind that it's failure, so they don't report on it. But I'm telling you, it's not failure. It's just volatile. I'll show you over time, because I'm pretty sure I'm going to get gold back after all this investment. It's going to pay off eventually, and that's the kind of mindset I'm trying to drive into people. It's like, stop trying to go for the fucking instant gratification. Yeah, it might apply in the game to do that, but in real life, it's better to play the long game, because everyone wants to get rich overnight, get rich quick schemes and all that stuff. People fall victim to all that shit. They buy lotto tickets, but it's just wrong, because it's the system that's designed around us. But I don't know, it's just hectic, man. But let's continue. We made some enchant tools, the resourcefulness. I just pumped out a few of these. Like, remember, I only got 4 enchanting olds. So there's people out there like Zanzifu and others that are going full on with the enchant old army, which is crazy profitable right now, and easier, way easier to set up with the knowledge point setup. What do you call it? The knowledge points catch up system, like with the whole disenchanting, and like I can convert I got 14 olds there ready to do it, and I'll probably do it too. I'm thinking dual crafting an enchant old army, or not. It's not an army. It's just like more of a dozen just on the side there. Hopefully that can just pay for my game time for 2 accounts. Who knows? But I know that if everyone does it, and they probably will, because it's relatively easier than what I'm doing currently with the 92 alchemists and tailors. So a lot of people are going to go for the easy ones first, and that's the enchanting setup. So I definitely can see the prices and the profitability going down for that, for sure. I made some ingenuity tools. I had another misclick this week, was Dawnweave Bolt. I made 2 of them. Oops. And I made Authority of Storms, 2 of. But mainly to level up my main enchanter, to get him up to 100. Oh yeah, that's what I crafted. All right, let's have a look at the goal review. We set some goals out. We managed to get 3 out of 4, which is all right. The first one was attend the Dark Moon Fair on all 92 alts. Definitely did that. Probably won't do it again, because I'll be already capped out by then, I reckon. I might do it. It all depends, It depends. It did take a lot of time. Excuse me. Oh, it's a sneeze. Yeah, we'll revisit the Dark Moon Fair next month. See how we're going, because I'm pretty sure by next month my alchemists are definitely going to be complete. The tailoring's going to take a bit longer, but we'll get there. I really want to get into doing some bags. Alright, so we obtain more knowledge via the patron orders. Yes, that's a staple weekly. And craft something profitable using spare concentration. Yes, that's a weekly thing. So that's always going to be up. What else? I wanted to level up 92 alts to level 75 using the Delve event. I actually didn't do the Delve event at all. I think I did like 6 tier 8s on my main, and that was it. But yeah, so I didn't get all of them up to level 75. It does take a bit of time leveling them up. And yeah, but that's something I'm going to continue on next week, I think, or this week. So extra activities we got. Well, I pretty much said it already. I did some tier 8 delves on my main character, about 6 of them. So I should get some decent gear out of them. I bought 2 WoW tokens to aid in my character race transfer. I changed about 12 olds to kill Tyrion, so I spent about $216 BNet balance to do that. I still got a lot more to go. Another 80% to go. So I'm literally going to just do that every week. I'll just buy tokens every week, and then I think I'm going to wait for the sale to happen on the store, and then I'll buy a bunch just to save a bit more money. But really, I don't expect to spend any more real life money at all. Like, I haven't for a couple of months now. I've been using the gold in the game that I've used. So I think going forward, I don't think I'm going to spend any more money in the game, real life money, on World of Warcraft. I think I'm done now. I think I'm pretty confident I can make enough gold to fund 2 WoW accounts. And yeah, and any money saved in the real life now is definitely a bit of a godsend, because times are going to get tough, and we definitely got to look at reducing our expenses a lot if we're going to survive the coming recession / depression, which is coming. I have no doubt about it. All right, so we're gonna nip into the proof of gold, and this section we're just the weekly video. We basically the proof of gold. How do I track it? How do I write it down? Stuff like that. Bit of a history as well. We can have a look at the history. We'll definitely go through it. I don't go through the graph this week because like I said, the watch pot never boils. So I'll probably do the graph once a month. It's the first episode of every month. We'll look at it. But yeah, all right, sweet. Proof of gold time. Let's start on this week on the second account first, because I know I got mail to collect and open on the main account, so I'll do that one last. All right, sweet. So we're in here. What do we want? Alcoholic. Scroll down to the bottom. Let's have a look. So we got 542, 530, 532, 540. Okay. Oh, we want the time. It's 32, 18, 34. 32, 18, 34. Yeah. 32, 18, 34. I don't have the cursor trail up at the moment, but I'm sure you can see it on the screen. All right, we'll just log over to the main account and get that information, eh? All right, we had a power outage this morning. Not sure why, but hopefully my computer doesn't go off again. I hate when that happens. Power surge. It's rare. It's rare in Australia to get power surge, but I can't wait for that future where the grid is stabilized by batteries and solar and stuff like that, and using autonomous AI to like distribute the energy. I reckon that's going to be a really cool future. At the moment, I kind of wish I had the money to afford that kind of setup, but I know in the future I'll have the money to do all that kind of shit. But right now, I can't really afford it. All right, let's have a look at the bank. All right, we'll see what we've got here, eh? Might as well. So open all. Oh, we got 75 sales, 75 messages. Hopefully, I don't feel like I made much money this week. Hot fixes. What's this hot fix? This is an off-topic one. Nah, nothing of real value to us goblins. Okay, let's see how much of that is. Oh, only 283k. Rip. Okay, definitely feeling the brunt of being that it's like the week 7 of the expansion. I definitely in hindsight, looking back now, I definitely think I should have delayed the old army and focused on getting that high profit at the start of the expansion. I really think next time I do it, I'm going to go all in on trying to make as much gold early as possible rather than the opposite, because we do have a lot of time in the expansion, and it is still early. So what do we want? Alcoholic. Yep. What am I doing? Come on. Scroll down. We'll get this one's got 3.4 million. So 3446 423. That's 3.4 mil. Not looking good. Guild Bank. Oh, yeah, we'll get the Guild Bank out. Chuck that out. Guild Bank and then War Bank. So War Bank next. All right, let's have a look at the Guild Bank. What do we got? 669,349. 669,349. What's going on here? There's something draining gold from my guild bank. It must be like a repair. One of my tunes has like a repair thing or something. I don't know. Strange. Oh, War Bank now. Okay, so the War Bank hopefully has more. Okay. 4341 790. 4341 790. Okay. We're definitely down 3 mil, boys. Oops. What happened here? Not sure. Oh well. Let's chuck in the time, eh? Time played. So time played 399, 1655. Just double check that. All right, so that's all done now. So we got the hours put in, and then we got our gold, and now we can swipe over to the left. And let's have a look, eh? So we're up to this. So we'll swipe down first. It's clearly going to be lower. All right, so we're at just under 9 million. So we've gone up, and then we're going back down. So unless I've just bought like materials and stuff in the bank and I'm sitting on it, I can't really remember. I did buy some blasphemites. Maybe I'll stop accumulating blasphemites for now. Let's work out how much gold differences that is. All right, so yeah, down 3 million. Oops. From last week. Yeah, we're definitely down 10 million since the launch. Probably not good. Not good. How many hours did we do last week? We did 65 hours. All right, so we're sort of converging on about 60 to 70 hours a week still, and we're not really seeing any, results just yet, which is kind of expected the way I'm playing the game. And what's that give? We're down. We've lost nearly 20k per hour, and we've done 508 hours. So we're definitely not going good at the moment, but hopefully time will tell, and hopefully we can get back up to that profitability. But really, I'm a little bit concerned. I'm more upset that I didn't take advantage of the start of the expansion, and apparently that's where you make most of your gold. And then at this period now where we're at, it's kind of like the profits are really tight and the margins, and it's a lot harder and harder to make money. So, and the interest has sort of died down, and I think we're just at that coasting period of like now until the next big patch, which will be coming soon. But anyway, we'll talk about it more. We'll head back into the main weekly channel segment, I guess. All right, cool. Thanks for that. We're back into we're going to look at the long-term goals. All right, so the long-term goals are get all the 120 toons to level 80. Probably going to take the longest, but we're gonna do it. We're gonna get 92 tailors to get 340 knowledge points each minimum. I definitely believe after I hit the threshold, I'm just going to keep going, because the way the patron orders are set up, the way I see it look like it's set up, they definitely feel like mission tables. Because on the alchemy orders, there's the rank 3 files and flasks, and they give augment runes and stuff like that. And like they're more expensive, and it kind of makes sense to do them when you fully got max build, and it's a lot cheaper for you to craft. And especially if you have like resourcefulness tools, max tools, and the flasks, because in the winter, December, the file of bountiful seasons is gonna flip from finesse to resourcefulness, which is gonna be sick. And I reckon by then, doing the patron order dailies on all the alts is definitely gonna net a lot of gold back. And if you're aware of my gold method, is to get little bits of gold consistently adding up over time, which is my way of accumulating wealth in the game. I will, once all this is set up, like I've got all the points in that, and I'll do my daily log in and click. Like what happens after that? Like I'm not going to take all day to click on 92 tailors. Like it's going to happen pretty quickly. So I'm going to have more time in the day to start mucking around like everyone else, like crafting and stuff like that. And we're definitely going to go into that, but a lot later on. But these are the long-term goals. Oh yeah, and the main one here, earn 100 million gold in the War Within. All right, so we've done all that. We're up to progression now. So the progression is the progression of those long-term goals. So we'll have a look at that now. All right, so this is the progression. All of the turns at 120. So we're at 40% now. So we're slowly chipping away. We're it's we did 3% in a week. That's all right. Not bad. Not bad. Definitely. When I said this before, when the main knowledge points are all done and I've got more time in the week to level up, I will do it. And then once I've leveled up all my turns, then I've got even more time to do something else. So eventually it's like a snowball effect. I do the hardest stuff first, and then I do all the easy stuff last, if you know what I mean. Like do all the hard stuff first, and then it gets progressively easier and easier, to the point where I've done everything, and then I can just spend most of my time in the game to try and figure out ways to get more gold using the alt army, because I'm predominantly an alt army content creator, which I think is quite niche in amongst us all. All right, so the tailors, what do we get? Like nearly 5%? Yeah, I would say just over 5%. So we're at 54.59%. So definitely well over halfway. So what's that, week 7 now? So really we had a big boost at the start with all the the treasures and the books and all that. But now all that's consumed, we're going to see like a slow percentage increase until the end. So looking at this, if we got 5% in the week, that's rough. We're roughly looking at about 9 weeks to go if we're going to keep this percentage up. But we should know more next week, because like if you're not sure, like I've completed all the unique knowledge acquisitions. So that's all the Kej, the renown books, the consortium books, and the treasures, the one-time treasures. All that's been completed. Apparently there's 13 unique sources of knowledge points, and I've done all that now. So next week the percentages are going to be a lot more consistent. So we should be able to see how long we're going to get until we finish, I guess. Okay, so the alchemists are they're definitely ahead in a little bit of a race, but in amongst themselves, even though they're on the same alt. But the alchemists are needing a lot less knowledge points. So we're at 74% here. So we increased over 10% on the alchemists. So at 10%, it definitely seems like we're going to finish the alchemists first, for sure. So we need to get them all to cool Tyrans. We need to get them all to cool Tyrans, and we need to get the 3 rare tools and accessories, and then we should be laughing for the rest of the expansion. Because I'm kind of rushing, well, I'm kind of building up to get my alts into that ultimate max level where there's nothing else to do, which means I can do the daily click, so to speak, quicker. And who knows, this expansion might be a lot quicker than we're used to. But I don't know, time will tell. And the progression towards the 100 million is we haven't even broke even yet, so we're still at 0. But over time, you'll see that we can slowly build this up to 100%, and that's the goal. Long-term thinking mindset, definitely can achieve it. I'm hopeful. All right, so we're going to have a look at the new goals for this week. What are we going to get done? What are we going to achieve? What have I envisioned for this week? Just say setting a weekly goal is a really important thing to do, just in life in general. Like, I don't know about you, but behind this camera, there's a whiteboard, and I write down all the stuff that I'm going to do for the week. I'll just stand there for 5 minutes, and I'll go, all right, Monday I'm going to do this, Tuesday I'm going to do that, and like every day of the week, except for the weekend, really. I'll write down what I'm going to do, and like if I need, I just find like a whiteboard's really good, and especially it's in the main living room, so I walk past it all the time. So if I go to the toilet now, I'll walk past it, and on the way back, I'll look at it, and I'll go like, it'll like constantly remind me to do something about it. And then once I do it, I get the whiteboard marker, and then I wipe it off the board. So it's kind of like a checklist, but in real life, it's kind of like a little bit of a hack. So if you can get into the habit of like writing down small goals throughout the week, I think that's way, way better than not YOLOing it, so to speak. But let's go into the new goals. All right, so the tailoring, we want to get the tailoring rare tool on 92 alts, make a video. Yeah, I'm definitely going to do that. I've got enough artisans to get all the tailoring tools. I've got my engineer, he's fully decked out. He can guarantee the tool now. So I guess in that video I'm going to say like how much is it going to cost me to get all the tools made in-house, I guess. Like sort of how much it costs per old and all this. It's just some statistics and shit like that. I think it's quite unique video, I guess, because not many people have 92 alts and they're making rare tools for them. Maybe a couple here and there, but 92 just seems like a bit of a far out number. So I've got to make a video on that, right? Obtain more knowledge points via patron orders. Definitely going to do that. And then, craft more shit using the concentration. What else I got here? I want to level up all 92 alts to level 75. Time walking event. Oh, yeah, that's true. Time walking event this week. Hopefully it's not shit like the other one. Because the last one was the Burning Crusade. So this one is Wrath of the Lynch King. And I remember the Wrath of the Lynch King previously had better experience. So if the experience is good, like when you, because I'm more focused on the experience from killing the mobs because I'm got rested experience. I'm not really going for the experience at the end of the dungeon, you know, the reward you get. If anything, I want to get the reward and the experience during the dungeon, but I don't know. Comment below if you've noticed this yourself, because, or maybe it's only for like levels 30 to 70 you get double bubble, but I don't know. So let's see what, or just in general, how would you level up alts in the War Within using concentration en masse? Like, I think dungeons, a mix between dungeons and like the world quests and just killing rares and shit. I don't know. How do you level up? Let us know in the comments. I'm interested to know what the fuck's going on. But yeah, and what here? Craft dragonflight bolts and then turn them into bags. Okay, so I want to talk about that a little bit. Because I made that video like, you know, like a week or so ago, 10 days ago or whatever, about using the materials or the bags from Dragonfly and selling them now at a profit, which is a theory I've held for a long time. I did have a video back in the day, before War Within, about the potential bag flips, and it got negative reviews, but it turns out like I was right, and now I guess everyone's thinking about it and they've done it, and I noticed that the prices of the materials someone's gone in and bought all the materials up to like bump up the price, which is quite funny actually. It's amazing the way the economy works, you know. But it's, even if I bought the bags or the reagents at a higher price, I'm still profitable either way, so I'm not too fussed. But yeah, that's the new goals. All right, so conclusion for the week. I think it was a pretty shit week in terms of gold making. Like I'm just doing the same shit. I'm just building up. I haven't done anything special or anything crazy. Like, I'm not doing anything specific. Just, you know, crafting the daily tailoring stuff, and then the thermatage dailies, and you know, I know that in time I'm going to get the gold somehow. It's just going to come back, because there's no way you can invest so much and lose. Like it doesn't make sense. That's my theory anyway. So I remain positive in the future of my gold making career or expansion, whatever you like to call it. But yeah, I'm going to push on, even though it doesn't seem that great. I'm going to keep going, and I think that's what we need to do as individuals. You know, like when the shit gets tough, people tend to give up. I don't want to give up, man. But everyone's telling me, oh, just give up. But that's where you got to keep pushing on and just keep being consistent, and you'll see the results in due time. But yeah, that's the end of the weekly episode. Check back tomorrow for the weekly weigh-in. We go through, you know, what I ate, you know, and we'll talk about weight loss and how important it is to become metabolically healthy. I know a lot of people don't care about that shit due to whatever they got going on inside their brain, but it's there if you want to watch it. Watch it when you're ready. If you're not ready in your mind to lose weight, or like trying to change your mindset, or better yet, admit that there's a problem, don't click on it, because there's no point clicking on the video if you're not ready. If you're not ready, so in a couple of months' time or a year's time, you go, okay, I'm ready now. Then watch the weigh-in Weight Loss Wednesday fucking segment. Do it then, but until then, try and just look after yourself and just have positive thoughts, you know. But if you really think there is a problem in your life and that needs improvement, definitely start looking into it now. Don't wait until gets really bad before you start making change. Try and be proactive, eh? And I'll see you tomorrow. Alrighty, that's it for the weekly recap. Cheers for sticking to the end. Hope you got something from it. Want more updates? Follow us on X at Goldson_TV. It's all about the journey, and remember, slow and steady always wins the race.